Good morning. Good evening.
Hold on, we gotta think something.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me do my intro first. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon, or wherever you're watching this at. Welcome to ISP Podcast. Now, and you got the important job to do it now
Yeah,
because
you
you
know
ain't
I
doing
got the,
last week.
no,
What is that? What is we gonna tell them?
ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe too. We'll be dropping.
That's right. Every Thursday we're gonna be dropping these jewels on you. Sorry for the camera was having some issues. Guys, don't kill me. We was having some technical issues, so that the camera looks kind of different today or whatever else. But we all here. We just wanted to be able to be here. So I want to get right into the well. You know what? We always want to talk about mental health, right? So I want to know how was your guys this week so far, and I'm gonna start with my boy Tye right here.
It was great. I spent some time with my sister from West Virginia and my niece. We hung out. It was my sister's birthday. We celebrated.
Okay, well,
So
happy
yeah,
belated birthday to your
yeah.
sister. So my boy Ant, what did you do?
Oh, I really didn't do nothing,
Nothing,
nothing
nothing.
really but play games.
Okay, you play games. That's something. What about you, Billy Bill?
Just watch some sports.
Sports. Speaking of sports, Bill was telling me about something. Well, it's not just him talking about it. It's all over the internet, and and we're going to talk about it today. So Dwight Howard is in trouble, right? So I'm gonna let my boy Bill introduce the subject, and we're gonna go right into it. So, what's going on with Dwight Howard right now?
Well, allegation is going out that allegations is that he was accused
Okay.
of doing something with a boy, a young man. But is it true that he likes gizzies?
Well, I don't know if he likes glizzies or not. I'm assuming we're not talking about hot dogs, but uh I'm sorry. Okay, so this is according to the Huffington Post. Like he said, is alleged. So earlier this year, like an Atlanta man named Stephen Hurt filed a lawsuit against the former NBA player. And basically he broke the news, I guess, like what it was in July of 2022, basically about him being sexually assaulted, right? So he's claiming that Dwight Howard had like invited him over, and Howard, I guess, is trying to claim that it was consensual, but we don't know. But it's a lot of memes that are going out on on social media, as Bill said, about him uh touching another man's glizzy, as you said it, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't even keep a straight face with that one. But I think right now, in this day and time, a lot of people is kind of like criticizing him because if that's what he does, the society is more, accepting to whatever lifestyle that you're living right now. But maybe he just don't want to come out of the closet or whatever else. That's his problem, or whatever else. I hope the allegations aren't true, right? But the story is still developing and things like that, and this been going on for months. People have been talking about it. It's like really, you see it on TikTok, you see it on Facebook, you see it on Instagram, and people are just laughing about it. But it's not really funny if the young man who he sexually assaulted really got sexually assaulted. But that's just some more funny news about like what's going on in sports right now. But besides glizzies and and things of that nature, tell us what happened this weekend with the Browns. What happened?
Well, I don't know if you guys watched the Browns, but we won 27-0. Our defense held up. But what I can understand is why does it take our offense to come out in the second half and start scoring?
And that's pretty much true. What I was reading, they was just talking about like they've been really bragging about how the Browns defense has been really dominated this season. And it was kind of like really displayed this Sunday, like you were saying. The score is 27-0. The Browns did what they were supposed to do. I mean, they did really, really, really good. And they did it against the Cardinals. So Bill, who's we supposed to be playing with? When is the next game that we're playing right now?
Well, this Sunday we play Baltimore. So I know our defense can hold them. I'm just worried about our offense. Our offense don't click like our defense.
I mean, and I'm gonna be honest. So who would you contribute to? Who would you say was probably MVP probably in the game Sunday with defense?
Well, I have to go with Miles Garrett. He did pretty good, and so did number 21.
Go Brownies. You know, we love to hear that we win. And also, I think we were always talking about it too. The Cavs won as well. Donovan Mitchell had a really big game. So what went on with the Cavs?
Yeah, Dollar Mission had a good game that night. And so did a couple of the rookies that we got. I think the Cavs are doing pretty good. Got to work on more defense and the paint. They need more help in the paint. I think the owner's doing a pretty good job. But they had played last night. They lost only by 8. But what I think the Cavs' problem is, excuse me, is we need another big. Allen can't do it all by himself. I think we need another big.
Yeah, I would agree with you. What is you? I know you a Cavs fan. We thanks to Tye, he coordinated our colors today again. So thank you for that. It was black and yellow. So Tye, what do you think is going on with the Cavs? What did you like this past weekend with this win with as a fan of the Cavs?
Well, I didn't really get a chance to see it, but I think they just need to get more players to work together, maybe.
I mean, that's too you know, we still fairly well. I say we still a fairly young team still. We got to get that, like we've been talking about consistently, is about getting the chemistry to be able to go with that. Like I should be able to, like Antoine knows when it's time to introduce the thing. We know each other. We got to kind of the chemistry, and that's kind of like that's gonna happen. But I'm glad Donovan Mitchell, he had 31 points, 7 assists, and you know, and this was against Golden State. It was a 115 to 104. So Golden State Warriors, you know, they're not no slouches. You know, Steph Curry and all the other players that they have on the team. What's up, Bill?
Yeah, that was our first win since back in 2000 against Golden State Christmas. That was our first one against them since then.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think this also ended a 16 game losing streak against the Warriors. Like you said,
Yeah.
16 game winning streak from the Warriors. So congratulations to the Cavs. I hope we see more stuff like that because our Cleveland sports, we are diehard fans of sports here. And some much sadder news. Tye always got us with the news. I'm so grateful about it because
Yes,
Tye. So I guess you were telling me you heard it from TikTok, right? It was about a 13-year-old boy, and I'm gonna let you go into the story because I also found some information on NBC News. But go ahead.
Yeah, they said well, I heard from TikTok that our 13-year-old boy had stabbed his mom to death in her sleep. Never saying that he didn't have any mental issues or anything. He took pictures of his mom's body, sent them to his friends. Then he called the police and told them that he sent pictures and he murdered his mom.
Okay, that's really disturbing. What you got to say about that?
Well, I don't understand why would he take pictures and then he called on himself to report a crime that he did.
You know, these kids see so much. And I'm not blaming social media, but Because as a parent, you're supposed to really like guide what your kids are watching in the first place. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't have a cell phone really until I had a job. So like when I was 15 years old, when I was old enough to get a cell phone and pay for it, that's when I got a cell phone. But you got kids, and my niece, she got one. She's in freaking first grade or second grade and got a cell phone. What do you need a cell phone in second grade for? Now I know times are changing and whatever else, but according to NBC News, the 13-year-old Florida boy basically is still accused of fatally stabbing his mother, and she was sleeping at the time, I guess. And he did this right, and they're trying to charge him with first-degree murder, right? Um, he killed his mom on October the 12th, and he did it right in front of his newborn baby, sibling. So I feel so bad that this would happen, and especially like we've talked about it before. You only get one mom, you only get one mother, and what would I don't know what you said, like they said that he didn't have any mental illnesses or
They said you have any mental illnesses. They had pictures of like when he was helping his mom, they got along real well. So nobody knows why he did it.
it's just evil in the world right now, just really evil. Like I my mom, I'm sure everybody on here, your mother gets you mad, but I never like want to put my hands or hurt my mom or anything like that.
Well, I'm saying I would never put my hands on the female at all because you only get one mom, and she the one that brung you into the world. So
And you're right. I mean, just Bill, you want to say something?
Yeah. Well, we really don't know what was going through that kid's mind. You know, I had lost my mom back in 2016 to cancer. I just can't, I miss her every day. These kids nowadays have their parents, and they, don't appreciate it, you know. And then when I'm on the bus, these kids nowadays, just the way, they talk to their parents on the bus or to these older people, it's just bad. It's getting bad out here.
It's true. It's like, I didn't realize that until I started seeing my mom lose her parents and other people losing their mom. That my mom is just one, she's nobody's gonna ever replace her. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, you got people out here, they miss their mom. They don't have their mom anymore. And it's sad that she had to die that way. And then you rob the little baby because the baby, we don't know how that's going to affect the baby, what type of traumatic. It's a lot of kids dealing with trauma, and that's what caused people to do stuff. So my prayers go out to the family, to the baby, to everybody. It's just a really sad story. Um, in other news, we just got finished with our election hearing, Northeast Ohio and Ohio, period, point blank. And there was a lot of different issues that were trying to get passed. So issue one, in fact, it passed, right? So the issue was dealing with adding rights to state constitution to, reproduction, medicine, treatment, and preventing this is according to NBC News, by the way, providing bans on abortions before a fetus is visible for the mother's health. So number two, the other issue that passed was issue two for all you weed smokers that's out there. So now it's legal, and you can use it recreational as of right now. You have to be, of course, 21 years of old or older. And issue five also passed, which I'm happy about. That's was levied to help like Tri-C, which is the junior college that's here in Northeast Ohio. I mean, it's a community college, helps people. It's a lot cheaper than going to some of the universities that's around here because it's getting expensive school, period, point blank. what I do want to ask y'all about is, what do y'all think about now? It's legal to smoke weed, recreational. The police can't stop you. Do you think it's going to change? Is crime going to increase? Do you think people are going to be more mellow? What do you think? So I'm gonna go in order, and then I'm gonna ask Bill, I'm gonna ask Ant, and then I'm gonna ask you what you think about it. And we have a special guest today, so but I might ask her, but so you can hear her. She may not be on camera, but Bill, what's up?
Oh, it's not going to stop the crime out here. It's going to still be crime no matter what. And if they say age 21, these younger kids is going to get it no matter what. They're going to have somebody that's over the age to get it for these younger people.
So what you're saying is like what kids are doing underage smoking and drinking right now. Now they're gonna have even more access to it because they're gonna be able to legally get it through some type of person to illegally consume it. So what about you, Ann? What are your thoughts on the weed? Now that we are weed state, so go ahead.
Well, I think the crime is not gonna stop. Like Bill said, it's not gonna stop. Underage kids still will be able to get it. They go to somebody that's, like he said, older than them to get it for them.
Okay, so you know that now, and I was just doing some research, and this is according to ABC News. Ohio has joined in the 24th state to legalize marijuana for recreational use. We already had like medical marijuana, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, it is some benefits to, cannabis. It helps with cancer, it helps with pain and different things like that. And I'm fine with that. So I'm gonna give my opinion at the end, but so literally we only got 6 more states to really legalize it. So at some point, I think they're going to just legalize weed everywhere. But what do you think, Tye?
Well, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I think if it relaxes you, if it keeps you calm and keep you out of trouble, I say go for it. I have no problem with it.
Keep it up. No, I'm just playing. I don't smoke, so I didn't. I voted no on it. I voted no on it for several reasons, because of the reasons that you just said about kids getting access to it. I'm not so much against I said miracle because weed is not a miracle, but whatever. The medical use of marijuana, because honestly, it's proven to like help with Parkinson's and dementia and a lot of other different diseases. It helps people to like get back to their normal. So I'm not against medical use of it. I feel like even with the drugs that are out there, if they're used the right way, we use opiates for pain and stuff. We use a lot of different medicines that may be used on, I would guess, on the street. We use them, if we use them the proper way without overusing them, then people won't get addicted to them, and then we can actually save people's life and better their lives. So I'm not a weed smoker. I don't smoke. I don't drink. And so I wasn't gonna vote yes on it anyway. But I guess a lot of people felt like there was a lot of minorities. And my thing of it is now that they have legalized it, all of these people with these charges with weed and stuff, they need to drop them and they need to eradicate them off their record, because now I'm gonna just be honest with you, weed is not as bad as like a heroin or cocaine or something like that. We ain't talking about all the drugs, but weed is something that can be used for municipal purposes. And historically, weed has been outlawed because it was connected with hippies and hipsters and blacks. And so now they've like, I guess they like, forget it, we can make some money off of it now. I just know that maybe some people now is about to start buying stock into dispensaries and make some money. They're gonna get high off of that yield that they're getting for their money. So whatever. So we don't have a person on camera because there's 4 of us. We're working on a multicam. We have a special guest, and she can come in right now. I'm gonna let her sit. I'm gonna interview her right quick. Okay. Oh, okay. No. She's just saying hi. But So I'm gonna ask you because I'm gonna give you the mic so you can say it. What do you think, Marissa, about weed being legalized in Ohio?
Well, I do know I'm tired of being asked, "Am I high?" Because people, people ask me that all the time.
That you high?
They ask if I'm high. Like
They ask me because I'm always smiling. Like I remember when I used to be going to.
eyes are low.
You said your eyes is low.
Yes.
But you know what? When I was in middle school, and because I would come for some reason, me and my brother would always go to school late. We always was laughing. Our eyes were slanted. They're like, "Y'all getting high." I'm like, "No, we not." And y'all laughing too. I'm just a happy person, so I'm laughing all the time. So, you know, but it's not funny about what's going on with President Donald Trump right now. Okay, so Donald Trump is in trouble again. For I guess he alleging that he has inflated his net worth by $2.2 billion, and so he's in jail. So so according to the news, it says former President Donald Trump falsely inflated his net worth by more than $2.2 billion in 2014. The New York Attorney General office alleged in court, filing on Wednesday, that seeking a summary judgment in its civil case against Trump. Trump organization and his adult sons. The latest revelation is in Trump long history of. Okay, so let's be honest, and I'm just gonna say this as a business person. People sometimes do, I guess, they do lie about they're not supposed to, but they lie about the income, or they'll project what they believe that they're going to make that year. But we just know that Donald Trump is just sometimes a liar anyway in the first place about lying about a whole bunch of things.
When he was president.
I mean, he was lying when he was president. So, like, what is your thoughts on it? Does it really like? I mean, is this something that you wouldn't believe, Bill, about like him lying about his about his money?
No, because when he was president, he was lying. And I was watching the news today. He's trying to run for president again. And do you know with this case going on? Do you know the other side wants one of his son to be a witness for their case?
You know, the crazy part about this is somebody I'm asking. It's kind of weird to me. How could you run for president and you being getting charged with all of these charges or being in and out of court? You think that it would be a discouragement, his numbers will be going down, but I'm I was looking at the news yesterday and they were saying that his numbers are actually going up, you know, and we talked about this before. So Tye, if I was going to ask you, because I want to ask you now, would you, if it's if this was another election for the president year, right? Because it's coming up pretty soon. Would you vote for Donald Trump or would you vote for Biden? Or you don't really want to vote for either one?
Be honest, I really wouldn't want to vote for either one of them because I don't trust either one of them.
Okay, but if you had to choose between one, who would you choose?
I guess I would just hang in there with Biden then.
I mean, it's funny because I was watching a video on TikTok and a kid dressed up as President Biden and he had like a Secret Service and the kid kept falling in the grass. It's kind of at this point, I don't hate Biden, but I think he could do a way better job. I'm still waiting for this loan forgiveness. Like, for real, like some people got their loans forgiven. Forgive my loans. I need them forgiven. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of the debt is coming from in this country. Is you're trying to go to college and they're making you pay to go to college or whatever else. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I could believe he lies like that. I mean, I think most politicians do lie, and I think most business people who are trying to front lie as well. But hey, we know that Donald Trump lies, but I think a lot of people are just like, but Biden, you doing a horrible job. Like it just feels that way. I'm not saying that he is. I would have to look at different aspects of both, but I kind of think also he inherited, like with Obama, he already had inherited a bad economy, and then now it looks like he's not really doing anything. So, we're not recently just coming out of the pandemic, and I'm not we were laughing with Bill coughing earlier, but I'm not ready to go back into another pandemic because I feel like if he gets back in office, if another pandemic happens, it's curtains for the economy, you know. And I ain't gonna even go there. That's like going down a rabbit hole. We just not gonna go there right now. So I'm gonna bring in, because we got a free space right now, right? I want to introduce you to somebody. You might see her in some of our commercials on Nifty Thrifty. She is very known for her Casey and JoJo bits on TikTok. So I'm just gonna let her come in, just talk about herself for a little bit. I'm gonna be in the background because right now we waiting for our direct deposit to come, everybody, right?
Yeah.
Your direct deposit. So until we get the direct deposit a little bit better, we're gonna get some more cameras and stuff. But right now we just have one camera right now. But so I'm gonna let Marissa sit right here. You don't know what to say? You don't know what to say? Come on, I'll interview you. I'll interview you. So I'll be interviewing you in the background and you just can answer it, okay? So everybody, welcome Miss Marissa.
Hello.
All right, Marissa. I'm just gonna be talking later. So Marissa, since I'm not on the camera, um, so tell us a bit about yourself. You're an influencer on TikTok because we're trying to get your followership up. So tell me a little about some of the things that you do on TikTok. Some of the It's really funny. So I'm gonna actually show some of the videos and stuff like that. So just talk about it. I think the most people might know you from you and your sister Mariah doing like a whole bit on Casey and JoJo. I looked at it; it's really funny. They did just recently did another one, and it actually went viral. So just talk about it.
We are crazy. That's the first thing. I just like acting. I love music. Everybody knows Casey and JoJo. And that one time they kind of, we just had to reenact it.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Mhm.
Do you got any projects that are coming up really soon that you guys are going to be doing? I'm sorry, I'm in the camera. Really soon right now. So
Not yet, but just be on the lookout because we always coming up with something.
now I had a little crazy idea because I want them to get a TikTok. Would you do like a parody or something with the guys or something like that? Would you be interested in doing something like that?
What y'all want to do?
I have to think about it, sis. I would have to think about it, sis.
Okay. Well, I'll be ready when you think of it.
Hey, so Marissa, so I'm sneaking the camera right here. See, we low budget right now, but we getting up there. So let me ask you a question. So you said you like acting. You do a little modeling, or you was doing a little
I
modeling.
was, but now I'm just into the fashion part.
Okay, so if we want to follow you on TikTok, give us your handle so we can.
It's Rissa, RISSA _ Joy, JOI.
Okay, so you guys heard it here first. We had her here on the podcast first because she's gonna be big. You getting your followership up really good right now. So
Yes.
I did a couple of skits with her. And are you gonna be in any future like Nifty commercials?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in all of them if you need me to.
So I'm gonna ask Marissa to get back in the background. But thank you everybody. Put your hands together for Marissa. All righty. When we get multicam, you'll be seeing Marissa's face like this and this like this and all this. But we still growing. This is still fairly new because this is what episode 5 for us.
Yep.
Episode 5. So we're doing pretty good. So I think that's about it, guys. We up. Do it again. He said, wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Maybe we don't want to wrap it up.
Say that again.
I said, we're having too much fun. Maybe we don't want to wrap it up.
Well, my boy got something to tell y'all before we leave.
You know what time it is. It's time to hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and we will see us soon.
And if you see my head in the background, while in the video, just act like it's just a fly or something, whatever else. We thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and this is us signing out.